I want to talk to you today about the one emotion that can effectively stop you from repeating the past. I want to talk to you about the difference between shame and healthy guilt or remorse. The people I work with, most of you listening right now, we bounce back and forth between making shameless, they deserve it, we have to understand that, making excuses, minimizing, not really being accountable, or shame. Oh my God, I'm a terrible person. I feel awful. Look, if you feel awful, if you go into a personal attack every time you confront an imperfection or difficult behavior on your part, guess what you're going to do? You're not going to confront it. You don't want to feel those horrible feelings of I'm a terrible human being. So you ward off the shame by not being accountable when someone or life confronts you with your imperfections. What this all has to do with is healthy self esteem. Healthy self esteem, which most of us don't have, is feeling proportionately bad about bad behavior and still holding yourself in warm regard as a flawed human being, just like the rest of us. Be accountable. If you don't feel bad about your bad behavior, you're in a state of superiority, contempt, grandiosity. You want to feel bad about bad behavior if it's proportionate. I feel this bad about running over my kid's doll. I feel this bad about running over my kid, not the other way around. The pediatrician Ben Spock taught us this. Before Spock, we would say, oh, don't be a bad boy. Don't be a naughty girl. This one man changed the whole culture. You're a good boy. That's bad behavior. We all know this on a good day as parents. I hold you in warm regard. That's terrible behavior, both at the same time. We believe in being perfectly imperfect. We make mistakes. We say stupid things. We do things that hurt each other. It's part of being human, but be accountable. And being accountable means this trick, not shame. I'm a terrible person. I should beat the crap out of myself, which does no one any good. But remorse. I hurt you. I'm sorry for you. When you move from shamelessness, well, you deserved it, or it's not that bad, or you have to understand that, from inflation to deflation, you like pop the balloon. Oh, God, I'm a terrible, terrible person. You know what? You're not doing anybody any favors. You have moved from one form of self preoccupation, well, I deserve it, to guess what? A different form of self preoccupation. I'm the biggest shit that ever walked the earth. Guess what? Your partner or whoever you hurt is standing next to you going, hello? I want you to do what my kids used to say to me. Moving from shame to guilt, I'm a good person behaving badly, is moving from me to you. Get over yourself, as my kids used to say. So Ernesto was a guy I worked with. He'd been verbally abusive for 20 years. And like many verbal abusers, his story was, I can't control it. It comes over me too quickly. We hear that sort of thing. It's called rationalizing. Minimizing is not so bad. Rationalizing, well, I did it, but. I did it, but I have no control. It comes over me too quickly. I said to him, where did you learn this from? What do you mean? Who was the rager in your family growing up? Sure enough, stepmother, the meanest, nastiest woman you could ever meet in the world. I said to Ernesto, do you realize that in your marriage you have become your stepmother? Ugh. And then I watch him go into shame. Red in the face, looks down at the floor, can't even meet my eye. What are you feeling right now? I feel like I should die. I just feel like such a shit. Inflation, deflation. This is what everybody's worried about when we confront an offender, that we're going to pop the balloon, they're going to collapse. Then what? Well, you help them uncollapse. Ernesto, what you're doing right now is the flip side of that entitlement. And guess what? You're not helping anybody. You're not a bad person. You're a good person. You behaved badly. It's not about you. How about turning to your wife and telling her how bad you feel about her? How about asking her what she could use from you in order to feel better. When Ernesto only had two possibilities, shameless, entitlement, excuses, there was no hope. When he moved from there to, oh my God, I'm a horrible, horrible person. Well, okay, fine. But meanwhile, the person he's hurt is sitting next to him going, hello. Ernesto needed me to do that. Maybe you don't. If you go from either shamelessness, I'm entitled to, come down from that. Come off your high horse, but not all the way down into self attack. Come down from that into connection. Pay attention to the person you hurt. It's not about you. If you feel bad, go to them. I feel sorry for you. What can I do to help you feel better? How can we make repair? If you feel bad about what you did to somebody, then get over yourself and focus on helping them feel better, not you, them. That's what remorse can do. Remorse and guilt is the first step toward accountability and repair. You can't correct something if you're denying it, and you can't take it in if every time you don't deny it, you trigger a self attack. Get over your harshness. Get over your inner critic. No one needs it. You're not doing anybody any favors. Take a breath. Soften up, still that inner critic. I'm sorry, I goofed, but don't be so harsh with me. And anyway, I'm not talking to you. I'm going to talk to them. They're the ones I hurt. From shamelessness, you deserve it. It came over me too quickly. Excuse, excuse, excuse. To shame. Oh, mea culpa, mea culpa. Flip sides of the same stupid repeating coin. You want to change your behavior. You want to heal relationship. You're right, honey. I did that. I'm sorry. What can I do to help you feel better? You can only afford to show up that way if you're not flooded with your own self attack. Get over it. Make yourself come up out of that into connection with the person you hurt. It's not about more self preoccupation. It's about accountability, connection, and repair. Guilt is the one emotion that can change patterns you've been repeating your whole life. I'm Terry Real. If you're interested in this or more, join our YouTube channel, and there's plenty more where that comes from. Thank you.